Welcome everyone to beat me at StarCraft 2 and win 250 bucks. In the last episode it was 150, but you guys donated a lot in the super comments. So right now we are going to be giving away 250 bucks to the first person to defeat me. And to show you guys how seriously I take this challenge, I will be doing it in my Pokemon pajamas. Let's begin. Alright, first opponent of the day is going to be Struggler, a 536 Grandmaster Terran on Babylon. Now let's see, what is a good strategy? It's a whole different vibe that I have to, you know, figure out actual good strategies instead of good meme strategies, if that makes sense. You know, normally I'm trying to figure out the best way to do a planetary rush, but now I actually have to kind of go back to my past a little bit and try to figure out which strategy is going to be the most appropriate for, yeah, this map in TVT. Like, what is the single best strategy I could do here? Now, I kind of, let's see, what server I'm playing on. Okay, I'm playing on the Eastern United States, which means I have a little bit of ping. I was kind of thinking about doing a Reaper expand, because I do really like Reaper expanding. I'm pretty confident that I know how to defend all the attacks and stuff. But there is a little bit of ping here, and, you know, if you lose a Reaper fight early on, that could be scary. I do think I'm just going to go for it, though. I'm going to go for my Reaper expand. It's a build I'm pretty confident in. I could even play it extra safe. Maybe go for, like, a fast tank and a Viking. I have to be honest, I don't know who Struggler is. I haven't played against him before, unless it's, like, you know, a player under another name. But I don't know what he's going to do. So I'm just going to scout. I'm actually scouting a little bit early, even. It's a pretty small map. Normally on small maps I scout at 17. Now I scouted kind of, I don't know what that was, like 16.2 or something. Like, I don't think I rallied it from the command center, right? I said it a little bit after, at least that's what I think I did. Now I'm going to make a command center here. Actually, looking at this, by the way, this map seems pretty good for Reaper expand, because the Reaper cliff into the main is a double jump and it's pretty narrow. So Reaper's jumping to the main base doesn't seem like a particularly strong strategy here, which is going to make Reaper expanding a little bit more comfortable. Obviously, we need to find out if we're getting cheesed or not. Now, so far, it looks like we're just going to be playing as a normal double gas here. There we go. Factory should be going down here any minute. Depot's over here. There you go. And I'm sure the factory's going to go down there. I don't really have to scout that any longer. If he's doing anything else than making a factory, his build would be very weird and probably very inefficient as well, so I don't think I have to worry about it too much. Now, my opponent did scout that I'm going for a Reaper expand. That always, you know, makes it a little bit more scary, because usually they try to do something, right? They try to do something to attack you, like, for example, try to move with the SCV. So I'm going to make a Marine. I'll probably make a bunker as well, just to be a little bit safer. Now, I do think Reaper expand, if you know what to do, is pretty decent against every opener. It might be a bit worse against, like, 2-Rax Reaper, but that's very uncommon. And it really didn't look like my opponent was going for a 2-Rax Reaper. Oh, my SCV got stuck. Oh, no. Glad I caught that. I do think I'm going to go for... Okay, he's going to jump up there. This could potentially be quite good for me, actually. That Reaper might just die here. Let's see, we got the first hit. Can I chase him well enough? Probably not, I think. Let's see, can I dodge that grenade? Ah, barely not. If you place the grenade well, you can never kill the Reaper anyway, so it's fine. It's not like I missed out on something there. It's just, you know, I couldn't really have killed it. Now here, it's going to be potentially a little bit scary. If he made 2 Reapers, he could jump up, and there's like a little bit of a timing window where I only have 1 unit, so I'm going to start the Hellion ASAP. Hellions do build really fast. Actually, most people don't know this, I think, because it doesn't sound super intuitive, but Hellions build way faster than Reapers. That's also the reason where, if you're doing a Reaper cheese, you really want to make things happen right away, because if you don't, they're just going to outnumber you with Hellions when they have their factory up. And obviously, if you proxy Reaper, you're not going to have a factory, right? So, yeah, there we go. Hellion is out. He is... Okay, for a second, I thought he was going to go for a run by there. I didn't have my Marines ready yet. There was no Hellion there, so maybe he went for a Cyclone right away. Which I would be fine with. I think the most dangerous thing that can happen here is probably like a tank drop, maybe. Usually they... it's a very popular build, actually, especially because Maru, you know, has been spamming that every single game. In the World Championship final, I think Maru did it like 4 out of 5 games, or maybe even all 5 games. And, I mean, this is a very solid build. It's good at punishing greedy build orders, so that could be something we're going to face. And I'm going to play it extra safe. I'm going to go for my tank Viking opening, just like I said. I'm considering putting the tank in my main base. Like, you always have to be smart about this. I'm going to scout what I see here. And if his natural is not that developed, let's see. If his natural is... Okay, his natural is... Yeah, it's been up for a while. Then we don't have to be too safe. Then I can just put the tank on my natural. Yeah, even as a Cyclone is going for a Raven already. This looks like completely standard stuff. I'm going to cancel those Marines, so I can get a third command center out a little bit faster. Viking is going to defend me from Raven run-bys. Going to put my Marines in position here. And this is something I can give to you guys as tip. In TVT, it is incredibly hard to defend all the attacks, especially if you're going to react to them. So what you want to do is you want to pre-position everything already. So I have the tank here for a frontal attack. I have Marines here for air harassment in the natural, and the Viking here for air harassment in the main. And now it's very unlikely I'll actually have to react to anything, because my units are already in position to cover anything. The only thing that he could do is send Reapers up into the main base, but that's not going to do any damage. I would just kill them, and that's it. Oh, it's a Banshee. Oh, he actually got by my... Wait, wasn't that Viking at the top? Oh, that's actually a little bit of a mistake by me. Don't think it's gonna matter though, because it's really funny that I just tell you guys how to position perfectly, that he actually got by. I'm not sure if I saw it. I feel like I should have seen it on the minimap. Not 100% sure. Because if he was able to sneak by there, I would actually be quite surprised. I am, however, pretty happy to see a Banshee overall. I think he killed 7 SCVs or so, which is a decent deal. Keep in mind, I did Reaper expand though, so I should probably be even in economy, and that means he's gonna have 1 less Raven. So I'm actually pretty happy with it. I would have been even happier if he had Cloak, actually, because that means he would have committed a little bit too much. But yeah, that was a little bit of unnecessary damage. If I caught that Viking right away, it would have been a lot better. I always imagine it might be funny on the video, because it's very possible he just flew past my Viking as I was talking about it, and I didn't see it. You guys are like, Mark, come on. Don't make me facepalm like that. Anyway, let's see. Third base is not here yet. That's good news for us. I think I'm going to play mech this game as well. I'm just getting mech vibes right now. Last game I played bio in this series in a TVT. Before that I played mech. And I guess we can just keep the rotation going for now. If he's not going to take his third base anytime soon, we'll be able to catch a little bit of a lead as well, which is nice. Let's see. You can go to the main, and then we're going to have perfect saturation. I feel like I saw something on the mini-map below my natural, but I probably hallucinated. Maybe after the Banshee incident, I'm starting to hallucinate a little bit. There we go. Let's get those add-ons up. Get my double gas. And now he's gonna move out. Okay, this is always the scariest moment in a TVT. Doesn't seem like he's actually gonna go for it though. And I do have 1 more Raven like I predicted. But in TVT, you can lose to anyone in this stage of the game when you're just moving out with a couple tanks. Let's say he gets the siege position up here. My third is just gone, and I'm gonna, you know, be taking a fat loss basically. I'm just gonna be trying to put pressure myself. I'm going to send 1 Marine there for vision. It doesn't look like he has that much vision himself, but that Marine's actually going to die. That's unfortunate. But maybe I can get a really good siege position here. That's the plan. Let's see. I haven't seen any... Wait, he's actually not covering this right now, guys. That could be big for us. Yeah, he's not covering this at all. This is going to be very painful for me. You think he's going to try to go for it? No, that looks like he's not. And exactly, now he has to lift up the base, and that is always rough for him. Oh, he does kill a tank. I didn't actually notice that was in range. That's my bad. But now I'm basically just going to have more economy than him for a long time. He's not going to... Please stop doing that. He's not going to be able to land this for a long time. And I'm just already building from 3 factories. Let's get my double armory up as well. This should be nice. He's losing this Viking. Wait, maybe... Okay, I thought he was going to go for an attack here, but he didn't. I guess we just killed the Viking for free there, which is honestly quite nice. Let's see. He's going to make an engineering bay as well. I'm just going to keep scanning to make sure... okay, I think this is actually the time we have to go away. Those Ravens were going to interference matrix my tanks, and his army looks way bigger than mine. I think there was 6 tanks against 3, actually. So we retreated at the perfect time, and we got out with a small lead, which is very nice. If I regroup with my army, I'm the one that's going to have more tanks again. And maybe even more Vikings, actually. That would be the dream. Vikings are super, super important in TVT. Let's get some more units up. We're going to make a sensor tower as well. And the most important thing here to control your army is that you hotkey your siege tanks. If you don't have your tanks hotkeyed, you can't siege instantly. It's always potential for a disaster. Yeah, we have more Vikings. There we go. It is very nice. Oh, I did lose 1 of my Ravens, actually. And there we killed 1 as a revenge. Wait, actually, guys, I could just go and kill him, I think. Let's see. Can I actually fit all of these here? I do have enough tanks for this. He's going to try to disable a few. But my position here is so good. He's going to lose everything here, I think. I can even land these Vikings on top of his tanks, put an auto turret down. And we should be able to kill those 3 tanks, I think. Oh, okay. 1 of them survives. Not the best trade ever, but it was good enough for sure, I think. Let's start my 1-1 as well. My barracks is doing a good job scouting on the right side for drops. And now, since we're going to fall back soon... Or actually, maybe we shouldn't fall back at all. Maybe I can just keep pressuring this. I mean, if he wants to go for this, he's going to have a hard time. Let's see. Oh. I mean, if he stims for that, he's going to die 100%. He just can't do that. Yeah, there we go. There's way too much stuff there for me. He's going to lose every single unit. He's going to lose this tank as well. I don't think he expected the extra 2 tanks in the back there. Let's hotkey this command center. He's trying to drop. Maybe there's units inside. There's too many tanks here. Like, you can't actually drop on top of that. I'll move these back since they might be full of units. I do have a good amount of turrets and stuff set up as well, though. Oh, these Vikings are going to go huge. There we go. He's actually going to lose everything in those medevacs very easily. He is going to kill my tanks, however. That's well done by him. But I don't think it's going to matter. That one goes down. My Vikings can target down the siege tank. He does have 1-1, but he doesn't have combat shields yet. And there we go. Pretty much every single SCV on his side of the map is down. And keep in mind, guys, my 4th CC, not even my 3rd, my 4th CC is about to finish, which is obviously massive. Now let's get some better upgrades for the mech. Oh, I do need to be a little bit careful here. That's a few too many Marines, especially with 1-1, so he could overwhelm me. I'm going to make a few more turrets, I think, just for safety. The one thing that you can die very easily to with mech is very simply just drop. Drops are really hard to deal with because you have these slow mech units. You can kind of imagine what it looks like. If someone drops in your main when you're playing mech, you're going to have to siege your tanks up the ramp slowly one by one. That is... Wait, I really hope those are... If he's going to fly those in my Vikings, he might just lose the game on the spot, actually. No, I did show him. Yeah, I showed him a little bit too fast. Let's see. Come here. Where are you going? I really want the double snipe there. He's got to have another boost. That sucks. I shouldn't be too confident here with my army movement because his army is big enough to kill this easily. If you have 2 tanks unsieged with a couple Hellions, it's, you know, can be pretty good situationally. But here, it's obviously not the strongest army ever. Let's try to get my base set up on this left side. And over here as well, make another sensor tower, perhaps. Sensor tower is super good, by the way. One of the best tools Terran has. You guys don't make enough sensor towers. I know it from my coaching. Make more sensor towers, guys. Things are so freaking good. Now, let's make a few extra turrets here, perhaps. Let's see. Do these have blue flame yet? I think they don't, actually. That's not enough Marines. Oh, it actually finished just in time. Maybe I can get a really fat hit. Let's see. No, he sandwiched me just in time. That's unfortunate. He does have 2-2. Well, he had 2-1 to be precise, but you can only imagine 2-2 is also going to finish pretty soon. Now, with mech, you do usually want to wait for upgrades. Here, I'm definitely in the lead this game, 100%, but if I fight in the open, I might still lose, so I'm just going to take it very careful. I'm going to make another command center here. And then when I feel like my army is big enough, I'm just going to go and crush him like an ant. At least that's the plan. I'm going to make some medevacs as well. I'm going to do a move that's very cool. If you play against a Terran that doesn't make a lot of Vikings and you have air control, this is only if you're playing mech, by the way. You can make medevacs and drop hellbats on the army. Now, I'm just going to go for it. His army does look pretty massive, I have to say. But I have a few more tanks on the left side over here. Oh, those Hellions are doing so much work. Just need to be careful to not lose absolutely everything here. I need to kite back to this planetary. I hope for his sake he's not going to attack this planetary. And I have a few more tanks here that are just going to blow up all of his Marines. Oh, he actually lifted up. He's going to go for it. That is a big mistake by him. I'm very happy with that one because he's going to lose pretty much everything here. And, you know, it looked scary for a bit, but I knew as long as I was going to be patient, I was going to defend this. I killed every single SCV on that base as well, by the way, which is pretty crazy. Now, let's resume mining over there. And now we're definitely going to be really far ahead in the economy. I'm going to play it safe, though, and siege over here. But yeah, it's definitely... I can see... I think this game just shows why it's really hard to play mech as well, because here... a lot of you probably thought, like, wait, uThermal's dead, right? It looked like I was going to die there for a second. But if you're clutch enough, if you're patient and you micro your units to a good enough rate to cover between your other tanks and your planetaries, you can survive. But it's definitely a little bit of a game of perfection. Now, I made 2 Liberators. Those are going to be very useful. Let's see. He's actually going to try to attack here. These Liberators are just going to prevent that, though. But I have another medevac, right? Where did I send my other medevac? Oh, it's up here on the top. Okay. I missed it for a second. Let's see. Let's siege over here. And then... maybe I can siege... oh, no. Yeah, I was thinking about sieging 1 Liberator forward, but it's probably not the smartest idea. Let's see. Can I actually kill a lot here? That'd be sick. There we go. Oh, these Hellbat drops are going to be insane. That's beautiful. And it's buying so much time for me as well, because he's struggling to defend it. Wait, guys... oh no, he's not paying attention. Oh, the barbecue. Those are so many workers. Those were workers from 2 bases coming to the same mineral line, getting absolutely roasted by 2 Hellbats. And a few Marines are not enough to kill these. Here we go. Let's hide these over here. I'm actually going to make more medevacs because they're doing so much work for me right now. Do I have enough tanks siege? Probably want to make some turrets around my tanks so they can't get dropped upon. I do have a lot of Hellions here as well. Let's siege these tanks. And now we have 2-2. I even got +3 on the way, actually. I did that on automatic, to be honest. Let's see. Let's try to go in here. Yeah, I mean, he has a tank. That's not going to prevent all these SCVs from dying, though. Unless he brings his army back right now. Oh, that is so many workers dying. I'm actually going to morph 3 Hellbats just to kill this tank over here. I think that's a cool enough move. And then I need to make sure to drop the green Hellbat first. There we go. Let's kill a few more. I actually didn't kill that many. That could have been better for sure. Now, at this point, my army is big enough that I can actually move out on the map, I think. Especially because he only has Marines. So if I have... do I have any medevacs left? Oh, I actually have a few. I would have liked to have a few more, to be honest. Like, 4 Hellbats are not going to do that much on top of a big army. But I still think with my tank count, it is going to be more than enough. I'm going to make another base here. Let's see. I do need to make sure I know where his army is, though, else we could be in trouble. Let's see. Yeah, he doesn't want to attack into that. I can tell you guys that much. That would be a little bit of a disaster for him. It's okay. So that's just a few Marines that are there. I mean, if he wants to fight me, I will win that fight 100%, I think. So even if I siege very late, I will win that fight, I think. Let's see. Where are you going? Come here. Oh, he's actually going to siege. Are you sure about that, buddy? I have a little medevacs with Hellbats in them. Yeah, those things are all forfeit, basically. And now he's going to try to go for a base trade. What I'm going to do here is actually just follow him. Let's see. I mean, he can stim on top of me if he wants. It's not going to go well for him. Let's see. Here the hell. Look at the Hellbats, guys. Oh, my goodness. The Hellbat drops on top of a Marines. That's what it looks like if they don't make enough Vikings to counter the medevacs. I don't think he realized I had Hellbats in him. He was like, oh, he's unsieged. Let's freaking go for it. But there we go. I think it was a very nice game. At some point, it looked a bit tricky when he attacked me on the top, but we managed to survive, and after that, it was pretty much smooth sailing. I killed 62 SCVs against 9 this game. I think that's what the biggest difference was. I got a very small advantage by sieging this, and that was it. I think I played it pretty well. Could have been better, but then again, I'm going to improve every time we practice. For now, let's go to game number 2. Alright, game number 2 is against Snake, a Grandmaster Zerg on Neo-Humanity. I feel like Snake sounds a bit more familiar. Like, I didn't recognize the last guy. I do recognize the name Snake, though. But once again, I wouldn't know what from. This is actually kind of the downside of moving back and forth between EU and North America, is that I get kind of confused. Like, sometimes I leave the server for 3 months and I come back and it's like, oh yeah, I remember this guy. But what do I remember him from? Now, the only thing that matters here is really that I'm going to do my best. Now, I do want to play somewhat of a safe build order. But what is that going to be? I think maybe I should just scout what kind of aggression my opponent could do. Because there's a few build orders that were good against, you know, one aggression but not the other. Like, for example, if I would play a 2-on-1 build, that would actually be very good against someone attacking me early on, but not necessarily if they're going to attack me later when they're like maxed out on roaches, right? So that's maybe a build that I wouldn't do if my opponent's just playing economic. And if I would go for Banshee, for example, I think Banshees would be decent if they attack me a little bit later, like 4 minutes or later, but it's not that good if they attack me super early, because then the Banshees aren't finished. So I think I'm just going to scout on time, as I usually would. And then we'll see what kind of build I'm going to go for. I would ideally like to play a 3 command center build. I think I should be able to defend everything with it, though some things are more tricky. But I guess I'll scout if he's going to make a 3rd hatchery himself. And then I'll decide whether or not I go for that. At least I'm not sure if those timings work out, actually. If I think about it, a 3rd command center build, a lot of people don't notice, but a 3rd command center goes down so fast. And it's not even really greedy. It's just a standard build, right? I think it doesn't. When does it go down? I think before 3 minutes, even, if I'm not mistaken. I think it goes down like at 250 or something like that, or maybe even faster. I don't know. It feels like it should be very fast anyway. Maybe I'm wrong and I'm trolling all of you guys, but I'm pretty sure that goes down before 3 minutes. Now I'm gonna make my supply depot, and then I'll use this guy to make a factory as well. Usually, you use this SCV to make the 3rd command center in a 3cc build. Not quite sure if I want to stick around, though. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. We're already playing against the pool first. So the command center, the triple command center is already off the table, I think. Let's see how much gas he has mined. He hasn't mined a lot of gas at all, so it's very unlikely that we're going to be all in there, which is nice. I waited here for the 6 lings. We're going to be able to kill those 6 lings pretty easily. Probably going to save every single SCV, too. And yeah, I mean, it's a little bit annoying, I guess. But it's not really going to do that much damage in the end. Maybe I can even send this one back. No, okay, he's micro. I'm trying to micro all these fronts, but I think he also have 3 Zerglings alive. With this Marine together, I can actually deal with it, though. And I'm still going to go for a 3rd CC, despite him going for pool first, because I think I can hold it. This might be a little bit too greedy, but I think I can do it. So far, I've actually just killed 6 Zerglings for almost free. I lost a little bit of mining time on this. And my build is still the same. Now, I do need to get a follow-up scout, because if this is going to be a roach attack, I do need to switch up my build immediately, because now I'm going for Hellion as it stands. If there are roaches on the way, I'm going to need something else. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we are being cheesed, okay, because he has no drones whatsoever. That is a very weird cheese, I have to say, because he didn't even have any gas mine, so it's just going to be roaches without Ravagers, or maybe he added, like, a 2nd gas after I scouted. I'm really not quite sure what this is supposed to be. I guess I'm going to try to make a bunker here. I'm not sure if this one's going to finish, but this is the best way for me to actually defend those attacks. There's a few roaches. Why are those on the left side? Does he, huh? Guy, does he have a hatchery there or what? Like, I'm actually so confused right now. Why were those roaches there on the left side? That is actually very confusing. Did he maybe see my Reaper with an Overlord and decided to... I'm actually really not quite sure. Now, I think my bunker's going to finish in time, which is great, so I can hold the low ground for a bit. You don't want to over-adapt. He doesn't have any workers whatsoever, so really all I have to do is survive here. But I also know from experience that you don't want to adapt too much. But I don't think he can actually have link speed anytime soon, so that's why I'm not really too afraid. He probably has a ton of units in front of my base, if I had to guess. Mostly based on the fact, yeah, exactly, that he had, like, quite literally no drones. Now, I have a Cyclone here, which is really nice. I'm going to be able to lock onto the Ravager, do a little bit of damage to it for free. If he's going to try to kill the... He's not going to be able to kill that bunker, by the way. So I don't have to worry at all. I'm actually going to target that Ravager with the bunker, and then target the other one as well. He's targeting my SCV, so I'm going to micro them back. He's going to try to walk up my ramp, and this attack has been held super, super well. I might even be able to follow him, actually. I'm just going to kill the Overlord here. Why not? Let's get that bad boy down. And yeah, I would say that we're definitely going to be in a good lead. He even made Zerglings. Oh, no. There's absolutely nothing he can do with the Zerglings. Guys, I think this is going absolutely perfect for us. I don't think there's anything to worry about. I might even be able to go for... Should I go for... I'm going to go for Banshees after. I know it sounds crazy that I'm lifting up my, you know, my freaking... what's it called? A factory. For some reason, I couldn't find the word. Even though I'm still being attacked, but I'm very confident that we have defended. I'm also going to land my third CC here. And then I'll try to transition. If basically, even if you're being attacked, the moment you realize you've held, you can usually transition. So he's still all-inning me. But yeah, maybe I'm just being a little bit crazy right now. But I feel like despite the fact he's still all-inning me, I can just defend with what I already have. So I just don't really have to worry about it. His link speed is going to finish soon. There's no way he would try this without actually making link speed, I think. So... let me just make sure I surround this bunker. He's going to give it another go. I'll just move the SCVs away. And he just doesn't have enough units here, guys. I have so many SCVs. I'm not sure if he realizes I'm actually mining from the natural while I'm killing every single Ravager with this here. I also have a Banshee finishing. I don't actually need Cloak. I'll just make a couple engineering base, because one Banshee without Cloak obviously also doesn't get hit by air, right? Even if it doesn't have Cloak. And he's still morphing units, but I think as soon as he sees this Banshee, he might leave the game. Because, yeah, there you go. Perfect timing, because there's nothing else he can do. And this cheese... Zerg cheeses can be pretty good, but to be honest, guys, I kind of explained it already if you guys were following my thought process. His cheese timing just didn't really work out. Like, when I scouted, he didn't have any gas mined. You can see that by clicking on the gas. When I clicked on the gas, I think he mined 28 gas or so. And yeah, you can make one roach with that. Actually, not even, because you need... Wait, does a roach run cost gas? Actually, I don't think it does. So you can make one roach with that, which means that it's going to hit very late. He's not going to have that many roaches, and if he does, he's not going to have link speed. You need link speed to overwhelm. So this cheese, it just wasn't the best build. Like, mind games are okay, but all you needed was to, like, a little bit of scouting. My Reaper saw he had no drones, so it was obviously a cheese, but his build was too efficient. And for now, we kept our money. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.